Welcome back to another episode of A Link to the Past. I'm trying to make the most difficult decision of my life. Do I want to pay 100 rubies for a bottle? Oh man, I mean, I got 240 rubies, man. I gotta buy groceries. You know what? Yeah, we'll go with it. We'll get the bottle. Goodbye. Well, thanks. Are you just getting rid of me already? Anyway, thanks a lot. Now, hold it above your head for the whole world to see, okay? It's good for business. I like how they kind of put the joke in there, like he's gonna hold it over his head. This is a magical bottle. You can store an item inside and then use it later. Thanks. That's usually how bottles work. Alright, so we're looking for the elder man. Wrong button. I'm trying to remember. How do you bring up the map in this game? A chicken was hiding in a pot. Is it X? There we go. So we still have the X on the house, but she doesn't know where he went. I already know where he is, but I kind of want to show where you find that information because, like, most people don't. You know? They usually just want to get on with it. And there's still a lot of stuff to explore in Kakariko Village. Back up, chicken. Chicken was risking its life. Do you see that? I think it's mainly money. Oh, look, 10 arrows. I think it's mainly money and stuff, but, like, you know, there's a lot of stuff to explore in here, so... I mean, you can get a lot of good stuff. Run, run! What do you gotta say? Hi, Carrot Elder. Are you talking about the grandpa? Okay, but don't tell anyone, any of the bad people about this. He's hiding in the palace past the castle. I will mark the spot on your map. Here you go. So this kid here tells you where to go. Is it in the dark world or is there like a little shed over here you can... There we go. It's not marked, but you can bomb the wall here. Because usually it's marked where you can bomb. But, like, there's 2 rats, so watch out for them. And I think there's, like, free bombs and stuff in here. So it's a nice little place, especially, like, if you're doing a randomizer, which I have never played a randomizer. If I ever did one, it would probably be Ocarina of Time. I just kind of get scared to download stuff like that, you know? But, like, it's a good place to go once you get bombs, because you can kind of guarantee restocking. Mumble, mumble, my son really liked to play the flute, but he went to look for the golden power and has not returned. I wonder where he is and what he is doing now. Guy is drunk off his ass. Whoa! I saw a very nice young lady at the waterfall of wishes in the hills where the river begins. Carrot? You should meet her. At least once. I'm sure you'll like her. You come up here, you see there's a chest. And you go, well, how the hell do I get up there? Well, it's easy. There's a back door. Just can't get through the back door that way. I don't know if I'm going to talk to every single person in the game. I thought that would be kind of cool because, you know, a lot of people don't do that. But, you know, I don't know how entertaining that is. Look, we got another free magic bottle. I guess it's one of those things where it's like, you don't know how entertaining that would be. Ugh. I can't go out because I'm sick. Cough, cough. People say I caught this cold from the evil air that is coming down from the mountain. This is my bug catching net. I'll use it when I better, but for now I'll lend it to you. You borrowed the bug catching net. There may be some other things you can catch with it, too. So you can use it to catch bees. And you can use it to catch fairies. And that's how you get fairies in this one. You can't just, like, catch them with the bottle like in later games. Hi, Carrot. Sorry about my yard. It's a little overgrown. Thanks for visiting. I'm glad to have company to talk to. I'll tell you an interesting story. There is a lake swimming with Zoras at the source of the river, but it's hard to find. The treasure of the Zoras can turn people into fish. I'd love to see that. Why do you have so many beds? This is not. Is this supposed to be like an inn? Why are there so many beds? I mean, you know what? I'm not gonna judge having one bed for pretty much every day of the week. Except, you know, you still have that one extra day. Can't do anything over here. I'm just not even gonna, you know, I'm just gonna go on and make progress. You go down this way, jump off a cliff, go to the right, back to the Hyrule Fields. I always thought this kind of looked like, you know, a sword. Like you got the handle and you got the hilt and the blade. I don't know if that was what that was supposed to be or not. But like, there's a concert going on over here. You know, do you see that ostrich looking animal anywhere else in the game? I don't think so. Hey buddy, nice song you got there. I heard your dad said you like to play it. What? Maybe he was a ghost. A figment of my imagination. Should be this way, because I know there's a lot of, like, you know, a lot of stuff in this game that, like, stops you from going, like, in any direction. Like, so there's, like, you know, you'll need, like, certain things to continue in certain areas. But it should be this way. Our house is right here. Back off me, bro. Get out of here. Alright, and then let's see, what does the sign say? Lake Hylia shop to the south. I think we need to go north, though. Watch out for this guy. He's a marksman. Ah! He had a heart. He gave it to me. Gave me his heart. Alright. Now, disclaimer, I'm not the best at this game. I have, you know, played through it several times, but I think that's actually, isn't that a fairy fountain? Or like a fairy to heal you? But I'm not like the best at this game. So like, I'll soothe your wounds and comfort your weariness. Close your eyes and relax. So expect me to die a lot. But yeah, that's just my disclaimer. It might pop up again later when I die in a horrendously hilarious way. Let's see. He said he was around here somewhere. Ouch! Got a sniper over there. There he is. I am indeed Sahalarashala, or whatever. Sahasrala, the village elder, and a descendant of the 7 wise men. Oh really, Carrot? I am surprised a young man like you is in search for the sword of evil's bane. Not just anyone can use that weapon. Legend says only the hero who has won the 3 pendants can wield the sword. Do you really want to find it? Yeah. Good. As a test, you can retrieve the Pendant of the Courage from the East Palace. If you bring it here, I will tell you more about the legend, and I will give you a magical artifact. Now, go forward to the palace. Not yet, dude. There's a crack in the wall back here, and that means bomb. I think it's just money, though, right? Bombs! Money! More money! You know, I always think it's kind of weird. I mean, it makes sense in when you think about, like, speaking of 255, I have 255 rubies. That was the max count for rupees in the original Zelda, and max count for like a lot of items in NES games, because it had something to do with like they couldn't do more than 255. But I always thought it was kind of weird and annoying in games where like a lot of role-playing games do this. And I love role-playing games, but this is kind of annoying, and it makes sense the older the game because of stuff like that, like how many, you know, how much you can put in one spot at a time. But like I always thought it was kind of annoying when you'd have like 3 or 4 chests lined up somewhere and they had like $5 or something, or like 100 gold in each chest, and it's like, why didn't you just have one and just make it like 400, you know, gold in the one chest? I don't know. Maybe it's to make you feel like you're exploring in the game or something, but like I always kind of felt like that was annoying because it was like you open up all the chests and to get all the gold, ouch, and like to get all the gold, but like it's, you know, it's the same thing 4 times. You know, could have just had like 4 different items in it or something. Could have had the 400 gold in one chest, some healing items in another, you know. We got $100. I think we have enough. I think you need 300. Is it 3 or 500? We're not going to need it for a while, but I need a certain amount of money by a certain point in the game. And I'll explain that when I get there. Well, this is the first dungeon. It's called the Eastern Palace. It's because, you know, if you couldn't guess, it's because it's on the eastern point of the map. You know, it wouldn't make sense to call it the Western Palace when it's on the eastern part of the map, unless you wanted to say, well, it's like Western style. A Western style palace. We got to deal with these jumping skeletons. They got the hops. Funny, they have no sinew, no bones. Or, well, yeah, they got bones. No sinew, no muscles, no tendons or anything, and yet they can jump like crazy. Is there a key in here, or am I misremembering? I guess I'm just misremembering. There's the compass. You found a compass. Now you can pinpoint the lair of the dungeon's evil master. So if you look on the map, I don't have the full map, but I do have where I've like walked through, but you can see the skull flashing. He's on the 2nd floor. I don't remember if that's going up or down. Carrot, it is I, that guy. I can talk to you telepathically when you touch these tiles. Here is a hint. You can use the you can use the treasure hidden in the palace to defeat armored foes. Foes. Thanks, dude. Thanks, Skippy. Take that, dude. Can't go through that door because we need the big key. Can't open that chest because we also need the big key. But we can go this way, and we have the lamp so we can kind of see our way through the dark. Those are anti-fairies. You got to kind of avoid them for now. They just take your magic away. But there will be a way to deal with those guys later. And get fairies out of them, but we don't have the item for that yet. But we will. It won't take long to get it either. Not really. I think we need to get at least through the 2nd dungeon before we can get that, though. Making pretty good progress through this one, though. I always loved the sound of the pendant dungeon. So the pendant dungeon has like different music to, you know, later dungeons in the Golden Lands, because, you know, I don't think it's a spoiler. I think the game's been out long enough. We do go to the Golden Land, but they call it the Dark World. Let's see, I think... Do we have to kill... Oh! Do we have to kill this guy before they go? Yeah. So we got the key, the big key here. The big key! This is the master key to the dungeon. It can open, you know, locks that many small keys can't and stuff. See me like Matrix dodge that guy? Alright. Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces passing a homebound. Heart? Heart? Oh. No hearts. See that guy? He Matrix dodged my sword. And we've got, you found the bow. You can shoot arrows until you run out. Really? I thought I could shoot arrows even when I was out. And then we got like skeletons who will throw their heads at you. But I'm going to take and jump down in this hole if they'll let me. There we go. And there's two fairies. I'm going to grab my bug net and I'm going to like catch these fairies and put them in a bottle. And now both are fairies, both bottles have fairies in them. I don't know. Can I jump down there and will they respawn? Because I wouldn't mind getting topped off in health. Yeah. All I needed one, but I took both of them. Greedy that way, I guess. Alright, now we're in the dark. Shoot that guy, take the key. If that's all I need. Let's see, aren't there two doors in here, or is there just the one? Yeah, there's a locked door, and there's a... Is that a key? Does that go to just money? I can't remember where this one goes. Yeah, just money and anti-fairies, but, you know, I'm gonna take that money, get that money, make that money, have that money in my bank account so I can retire at a respectable age. Alright, through that door, going upstairs. I guess it is on the second floor. Up and not, you know, down. Is there a switch? Yep. Switch hidden under a pot. I don't think we have to kill both of these guys. Or all of these guys. I think we just gotta hit that switch. God, these guys are annoying. Oh, sorry, I hit the mic. Apologize for that. And then one of these buttons opens the door. Gotta watch out for these Indiana Jones style marble balls. Alright, and if I remember correctly, one of the things that like balls a lot of people up in randomizers, I keep mentioning randomizers because like they're just on my mind, I guess, is like if you don't have the bow, you can't get past this guy because nothing hurts him except the bow. Takes like 2 hits, I think. Yeah, so you can't kill that guy, you can't go on, can't kill these guys, can't move on, you know. Get all the bow. I think I can only have 30, right? Yeah. Should have waited until I took care of these guys, I guess. There's one guy down. That's one down. Thanks, Peppy. Oh man. Got him. Alright, and I think this boss is kind of annoying, if I remember correctly. So you gotta shoot them with the arrows when they start moving. I think you can hit him with a... Can you hit him with a sword? Yeah, you can hit him with your sword, but like... Why would you let them get that close, you know? I love the sound of like the enemies, the bosses when they die. I don't know why, like a lot of the sound effects in this game are just really good. And then when you get the last one, he goes a little crazy. Am I out of arrows? Oh, that sucks. But it kind of makes sense to switch the sword at this point, because he's already on your ass, you know what I mean? Whoa. Come on, dude. Can't be that. Can't have that many hits left. Got him. Art container. And we caught the pendant before it hit the ground so that we don't have to worry about it getting marked or like scratched up or anything. You won the pendant of courage. Take it to that guy. 2 pendants remain. Alright, let's go see what this guy has to say. Get out of my way, dude. Dude. There we go. Oh, that guy. I got the pendant you were looking for. Oh, you got the pendant of courage. Now I will tell you the more of the legend. 3 or 4 generations ago. I wonder how they're counting generations. Are they counting generations like 100 years, or are they counting them like how they're usually counted, like every 20 years? Because then that would be like 60 to 80 years ago. Anyway, so an order of knights protected the royalty of the Helia. These knights of the Hyrule were also guardians of the Pendant of Courage. Unfortunately, most of them were destroyed in the great war against evil that took place when the 7 wise men created their seal. Among the descendants of the Knights of Hyrule, a hero must appear. I see. Carrot, I believe you should get the remaining pendants and carry this with you. This is a treasure passed down by the families of the wise men. I want you to have it. Boots! Shoes. Alright, well, I'm going to call the episode here. Just simply because I can. I appreciate you watching. If you made it to this point in the video, I really, really appreciate it, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.